everybody, let me present to you another project here at the shop. This was an E36 M3, 1999. Look at it. It's a sad sight, let me tell you. Busted glass, no engine, no front end, suspension's gone. You know what? We're gonna make it cool again. We're gonna make it rad. We're gonna make it a CAtuned approved, and it's gonna be one of a kind. Stay tuned as I'm gonna go through it, show you a little bit of this and that. All right, guys. Starting with the front end. So what had happened with the previous owner, this is a two-owner car, was that he pulled the engine out because he wanted to reseal it. 120,000 miles on the car. He was gonna shave the bay, do all this and that, and then got married, had kids, and kind of left it sitting. Went on vacation, car got vandalized. Came back to what you see now. Busted glass. Well, he kind of parked it, left it a little longer. Fast forward 8 years later, it's just gotten worse and worse. But guess what? As I've mentioned, we're gonna make it more than just cool. We're gonna give it that OEM signature. Plus, plus. I've had many E36s, and I keep coming back to them. And this we just couldn't pass up. So our first step is just we're gonna tear it all apart. We've got all new body panels, all new goodies. I'm gonna start mocking up, make sure this front end is square, make sure everything's cool. Once that's put together and that's all nice, we're gonna strip it the rest of the way, and it's going off to the body shop to get all new paint. So stay tuned and follow along. Nothing left of that rear speaker shelf. That's all right, we'll make a new one. So that's crazy. Well, we're making good progress. We've taken a lot of the interior apart. We've got the front seats out, the rear seats out, cleaning up all the broken glass, making a note of everything that needs to be replaced. Need to get that rear headrest out, and then we can take the rear speaker shelf, or what's left of it, out. Right now we're gonna cut all this leftover glass out, and we're gonna be using a bunch of different tools to do that. This is one of them right here. Okay, we've had a long productive day. We've stripped the car as much as possible. For now, we're gonna go ahead and pressure wash it, get a bunch of stuff cleaned up, get all these areas right here. And then we've got a little more stripping to do. We've got to get the center console out, get that steering wheel off. We're gonna go ahead and recover that. It's had some aging now. Most likely we'll get the carpet out so we can clean it properly. And the headliner, you can see it's turned purple over the age, you know, sitting in the sun and everything else. So we'll go ahead and get that redone. So we'll have to get that out. You could actually see how it's turned white here from the sun. So yeah, we'll go ahead and pressure wash it right now, get it all cleaned up, and then we'll start mucking up the front end on it and get that going. Definitely it's coming a long way now. It looks way better than when we first started. Hope you're enjoying the build. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing. Thank you so much for following along. Okay, it's pressure washed. I think it's time to wrap it up for the day. It's almost 7 p.m. Looks nice and clean now. All right, guys, we're making great progress. working on the interior, taking stuff out. Bunch of red droppings. One step at a time. Headliner is about to get removed. Hey everybody, so we're continuing on with the E36. We're disassembling the rest of the suspension, stripping out the car completely. We're gonna go ahead and weld in new reinforcement plates. We're gonna go ahead and clean the under chassis and undercoat everything new. At the rear, we're also removing everything off the car. This will allow us to reinforce at the rear, weld all new reinforcement plates. It also allows us to replace all the components here with all new pieces. Obviously new brakes. We're gonna rebuild the axles. We're gonna replace the control arms. And we're gonna go ahead and replace all the bushings right there, and everything else that comes with it. So, doing what we're supposed to do, plus more. All right, in the next stage, we've got the gas tank removed. We have the subframe completely removed, and we're gonna go ahead and strip the rest of this and start on the reinforcement process. Basically taking this car down all the way to its frame. And it'll be the same thing on the front. Getting all the reinforcements welded in. I'm gonna clean up all the welds. But yeah, it's looking really good. We've got these prepped. That's gonna be next. Got both sides reinforced, welded up, even plug welded from the top, cleaned off so you can't even see it. And already doing the seam sealer. That side is exactly the same way. The rear is getting seam sealed all up as well. And then the next stage, we're gonna mock up the whole front end, delete whatever brackets we don't need. Next step in the progress, we've got everything taped up, and what we're gonna do is go ahead and spray it in with lizard skin. The seam sealer has dried overnight. We've got it taped out, and we're gonna spray it down with lizard skin, and that's prepped here. Okay, we're just finalizing a few more pieces before this thing goes to paint. Fixed a couple corner issues with some welding. Same thing here on this side. This little bracket here underneath got torn at some point here at this point, so we welded that back up. Pretty much stripped it all. We've got a couple more things like the accelerator cable to come out, the clutch cable to come out, and then the rest will be the painter's job. We're going to go ahead and seam seal this all back in after the painters have had a chance to clean all this up and grind this all out and make it all nice. At the rear there in the trunk, we've got everything stripped as well. We're stripping out the doors right now, about to pull out the glass. We need to do a little more straightening here at the door, but we're just about ready to go to paint. We just want to be absolutely sure before we take it over to the body shop. We'll be pre-painting some stuff here so it's easier for the painters to get to the major areas. The car is already on its rollers. So yeah, we're just about there. All right, guys, it's pretty much ready to go to paint. We might do a couple more things. There's a couple things still up in the air I haven't decided on. Today is Friday, so next week hopefully we'll get this into paint, get the body worked and everything else done. We did all the metal work that needed to be done. We stripped it out. I kind of did a video really quick. I didn't go into much detail as far as like how-tos. This video is not about a how-to, sorry. So if you're expecting that, this is not it. We're just gonna show you like what we're doing and what we're gonna do in the trunk. We went ahead and cleaned everything out, sanded things down. We straightened out some of the trunk area because a lot of times where the spare wheel housing is, a lot of times it's picked up wrong with the jack, so you get some damage. We cleaned that up as well, and it's already painted. We're gonna go ahead and do white on this car because we're going for that LTW look, plus with a couple little twists of our own. So there's that, and a little teaser for you, if you will. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We're gonna go ahead and hopefully get this into body and paint next week, and then we'll follow along as we make more progress. Thanks so much. See you later.